Buenas a todos, gente, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo les va? Bienvenidos al canal y bienvenidos a un nuevo capítulo de este Call of Cthulhu, capítulo número 8, si mal no recuerdo. Sí, estamos en el capítulo 8. Muy bien, bien acompañado de la serie del capítulo del juego. Así que vamos a comenzar con este nuevo capítulo. Como siempre digo, muchas gracias por estar ahí, por ser parte del canal. La verdad se aprecia muchísimo como están apoyando. Así que vamos a continuar. En la librería sin nombre, Pierce sigue la pista de un intento de robo frustrado y descubre que Charles Hawkins es responsable del delito. Pierce abre la caja fuerte del librero y encuentra lo que este y Sarah Hawkins habían escondido: un libro encuadernando en piel humana, que parece llamar al detective. Que, bueno, cuando lo abre, en su mente se proyecta en otro cuerpo. Su mente se proyecta en otro cuerpo. Está bueno, diga, el previously.
Sí.
Instituto Riverside. Vamos a ver qué hay por acá. Ay, ¿qué le cuesta? Vamos a ver si podemos hacer un capítulo.
Dr. Colden, this man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr.
Soy una
Colden.
doctora.
We'll take care of you.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
Catatonic. Bueno, somos la doctora. Llamada Dr. Fuller. ¿Le ha administrado algo?
What can you tell me about him?
He was highly agitated an hour ago. We were about to tie him down when he fell asleep. 10 minutes ago, he curled up into a fetal position. I thought he was waking up, but no.
What are his symptoms?
His temperature has been going down, his skin losing its color, his body rigid. I closed his eyes myself. They were glassing over. I didn't want them to dry out, and I couldn't bear to look at the expression on his face.
You did well. Don't worry. Let's stay professional, if you will.
Please. Tengo que ver su historia del médico, de dónde salió.
I don't recognize him. Did he just arrive on the island?
He said he worked on the docks, but not with Captain Fitzroy. I think he works for Ms. Baker.
Who?
You know, the woman at the head of their gang. They call her Cat.
Oh,
Bitch.
I see.
Do you have other questions?
Show me his file.
That's not possible.
Don't tell me Dr. Fuller has taken this file as well. We need it.
That's why I called you. This man's ailment has been hidden from us.
Come on now. What was he treated for?
An intoxication, I was told. After inhaling chemicals.
That'll do for the time being.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
Did you inject him with a tranquilizer?
No, Doctor. Not me, not anyone. Our stock is empty, yet again.
Again? But there was enough for the whole island.
More and more people are suffering from insomnia. We can't refuse to help.
Of
Por eso
course.
están todos con el
Any
tarrito de
idea what
insomnio.
this man might be undergoing?
¿Llamar al Dr. Fuller?
Primero examinar.
Very well. I'll examine him. His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin, tender at the touch, slightly sticky. Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body. 30-year-old subject. Severe hypothermia. Erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell.
So, Doctor, an opinion?
I'm not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
En el vientre. ¿Sufre una grave deshidratación?
Sí.
O... En realidad las tres, ¿no?
Las tres, sí. Son las tres.
I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail. And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier...
He seemed to feel better?
Yes. Like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion. But that doesn't explain his condition.
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Whatever it is, this man has something inside him that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at
O
once.
sea, lo aprieta con los dedos y no le tiene que dejar la huella al
Fuller said not to
edema.
worry.
Qué loco. Porque no
The
circula la
edema
sangre,
would
no
go
entiendo.
away by itself.
You know, I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth. In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes. They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
Look at these sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
I'm sure you'll find an explanation. You have to.
Se va a convertir en un...
Su cuerpo está
Se va a
mutando.
convertir en un Cthulhu.
I
Parece.
almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
No. This poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations. And this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
I pray that it's not here.
Dr. Colden, may I know what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm doing? How about what you've done to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations. I've done to him what I do to all my patients. Provide him with the best available care.
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
These are alarming symptoms. If we don't act, he'll die.
Do you believe that? I'm not as convinced, you see. I even think this man has a strong chance of completely healing from his ailments.
What?
No, Doctor. This patient isn't himself anymore. He's dying.
Really? What do you mean by isn't himself?
He's changing. His physical characteristics, they are more animal than human now.
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps?
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man, and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be, in time.
I will not let you do this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
Bueno,
Was that a threat? What did he mean?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
de los escondidos es cuando no podemos hacer nada. No hay prueba de sus crímenes.
I disapprove of Fuller's methods, but his treatments have saved more lives than I can count.
And Mr. Blake? You said yourself he was dying.
I don't know what to think for now. What I'm sure of is that Fuller is hiding something from us. And I need to know what that is before I take a chance exposing him.
And where would you find those? In his office? What if you get caught?
I'd rather not think about that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep Mum.
Ok. Partida guardada.
An unknown medicine. Judging by the other ones, it causes heavy side effects.
Ah, no tenemos a Pierce. Bueno, no tenemos nada.
Chronic insomnia. Like half the island. This place draws you in and never lets you go.
Bueno, mi objetivo es entrar en el consultorio de Fuller.
The answers must be hidden in Fuller's office.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair.
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
¿Qué es esto?
Elizabeth? You all right? Why is this room in such a state?
Because, as always, I'm cleaning it by myself. And the water was once again shut off this morning. I had to bother Mrs. Donovan again, giving her a new excuse to belittle me.
Do you really need Mrs. Donovan to open a valve? Why not ask the janitor?
I can't make these decisions without her approval. Imagine if there were a leak. Anyhow, the boiler room is locked half the time. So every time the water gets shut off, I have to go and endure her reproach until she's settled the problem.
I see. Courage,
Bueno.
Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
¿Qué se supone que acá los bañan? ¿Qué es esto?
Sí.
Qué desastre. Cantidad de cosas.
No, you're pulling my leg. I'm not joking. I saw the schedule. She's alone in the bathroom again. And she still says nothing to that old witch, John.
Ah, por acá habíamos venido, ¿no? La otra vez no.
No.
Doctor, please. My chest.
His perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation. Nurse? Deborah, come and help me, please. His potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution with insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
I'll tend to it right away.
Thank you. He's in your hands.
Partida guardada. Okay.
Dr. Colden?
He broke his back in an accident down by the docks.
Ah, the whaling station. What's wrong with me?
What are you talking about?
Doctor, that you?
Yes, it's Dr. Colden. Tell me what happened.
It's the old whaling station. See?
What did you see there?
Nothing. Nothing at all. The floor was all rotten and I fell straight through.
And that's how you broke your back?
Perhaps. No idea. Passed out.
En los pies creo que tenía.
She recently came back from the surgical block. She's stable. Given her file, a nephrectomy would have been inevitable. But Fuller was able to save her kidney.
Dr. Colden, here you are at last. This patient was again brought up to the psychiatric wing. We've been following the treatment you prescribed, but the dysgeusia persists and he's lost a great deal of weight. We haven't been able to move him. The stress makes him hyperallergic.
Sir, I am going to examine you. Do you understand? Inject him with a dose of pentobarbital, intramuscular, so that I can conduct the clinical examination. His binds left bloody wounds. He bit his lips so much, they're still bleeding. White froth, evidently because of such drooling.
So, Doctor, what should we do with this patient?
Maltratado.
Those
Por las
basement
ataduras.
brutes tied him up too tight and now he's hurt.
I keep trying to heal his wounds, but he reopens them.
Do you have a diploma as a nurse?
Excuse me?
So take care of this man.
Bueno, pero no te enojes.
Intoxication from breathing organic vapors.
¿Es
¿Este?
el de la
Another
espalda?
insomniac.
Ah, no.
I should find the cause for such a widespread trouble.
Bueno.
Gentlemen, may I help you?
We're waiting on news regarding our mother, Maureen Harding. She came in with a kidney problem, but we haven't heard anything since.
Sí, es la que está bien.
I've tended to her, and I have good news. Her
Ah,
blood
la que lo
analysis
operaron.
is reassuring. Her kidneys are as new.
Are you talking about the same person? This is miraculous.
She's still recovering, but you may speak to her upon her awakening.
Oh, thank you so much, Doctor. We'll wait for her to wake up. We've been here since this morning, so it won't make a difference.
Es como que todas estas cosas que estamos haciendo sirven para algo. No sé para qué, pero... Un libro de medicina... que no me sirvió para nada.
Watch out for the water, Doctor.
Patients and hospital personnel eat the same food.
It's a quiet little town. Days go by, steady as ever. I wanted more for myself, but...
La cantidad que hay.
Dr. Colden.
Ah, este es el... Ah, no.
Ethan,
Marie,
what are you doing here?
I'm waiting for my medication,
Agente Bradley.
of course. Why?
You're not here for treatment, right?
Am I so obvious?
Only to me. I know you worry about me.
I trust you. I'm happy to see you.
Me too, Ethan. Is that all?
Well, there might be something else. I'm not sure.
Tell me.
I have nightmares. They keep me awake every night. It seems stupid, I know, but they're terrible.
Actually, you're not the only one.
No. No one has ever seen the things I see. It's like I'm turning mad.
Se está cansado. Parece.
So many people have this affliction. It's like an epidemic.
Do you think it might be related to Fuller's work?
I don't know yet, but I will figure all this out. Everyone in Darkwater.
Tenemos que ir a la
is
habitación del
suffering
tipo.
nightmares.
Sí o sí.
Really?
We don't have any medication left.
Oh, there's no excuse then. I should let you work.
Take care, Ethan.
You too, Marie.
Marie Curie.
Where did my fiancée go? I hope those
I don't get why they
nutcases
have us
stop
waiting so
burdening her
long.
with work.
Almost no patience here.
Sorry, but nobody can take anything until I finish the inventory.
The key to the boiler room is missing. Dr. Fuller always keeps his key with him.
Thank you for your help, Doctor.
Thank you. I'll be going.
Ok.
There's no way I'm leaving until I find what Fuller is hiding.
Bueno.
The operating room is never accessible after an operation. Let's hope I can go through the administration office.
A través de la administración.
I don't have any business in the boiler room.
¿Qué es esto?
La administración.
Primero.
I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only the doctors who have things to do. Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going? Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office. But rest assured, I'll tell him you came by.
That won't be necessary. Thank you.
I will tell him, nonetheless.
Distraer a Donovan.
Cortar el agua.
¿Dónde corto el agua? Ah, a ver.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't
It's
make
temperamental, if I
this up.
understand
And I'm the one
correctly.
who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair.
The door to the boiler room is locked. I have to get the key if I wish to get rid of Donovan. The doses prescribed by Fuller are far too high.
Una receta de barbitúrico firmada por el Dr. Fuller. Vamos a agarrar la llave.
We've been waiting to be restocked for weeks.
La llave, ¿dónde estaba?
The boiler room key is not in its place.
No está en su lugar. Lo tenés que encontrar.
Do you want something? Dr. Colden?
Would you know where the key to the boiler room is?
Betty didn't put it back in its place. Well, she took it to lock the door.
I'll ask her. Thank you.
Betty. ¿Quién es Betty?
I'll be going.
No sé.
I think that you're needed in Block B, Doctor.
Betty. No.
Dr. Colden?
Hello, Betty. I'm looking for the key to the boiler room.
What for?
To put it in its place. Perhaps I should do the same with you.
I beg your pardon?
I suspect you of having a little too much fun at Elizabeth's expense. But be warned, it could easily be you they will all be laughing at tomorrow.
You are right, Doctor. The key is in the dormitory office in Block B.
Oh.
Thank you. I shall go fetch it.
Dormitorio.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays.
Pabellón B. Esto no es, no.
La última tiene que estar...
Ah, este es bloque A.
No, este es el bloque A. Y ese es el bloque B.
Ah.
Hay fever.
¿No tiene que estar por acá?
What's he doing here?
En el escritorio, ¿eh?
Bien.
The key to the boiler room. All I have to do is shut off the water and hope Donovan takes the bait.
¿Y dónde voy al cuarto de calderas?
Era la puerta que estaba cerrada.
No me acuerdo por dónde.
The answers must be hidden in Fuller's office. The
Ay,
answers
no.
must be hidden in Fuller's office.
Es una puerta normal.
Boiler room. Vamos a ver por acá. No me digas que no podés.
I can't shut this with my bare hands. I need a tool.
¿Qué necesito?
The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
Encuentra una herramienta.
This man, Edward Pierce, his file is incomplete. What did Fuller do to him?
El historial está extrañamente incompleto y no incluye detalles sobre el tratamiento, además de desviarse de las prácticas convencionales. Ah, en el... donde estaba el tipo limpiando. ¿Dónde era? Me olvidé.
Una puerta de acá.
I feel guilty about Elizabeth, but I need the diversion.
Volver con Elizabeth. O sea, al baño.
¿No tengo que distraerla?
No, volver con Elizabeth. Y Elizabeth la va a distraer.
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
What?
Dr. Colden, might there be a problem with the water?
I was about to mention it. It seems it's been cut off yet again.
I can't take this, Marie. I feel I'm gonna burst.
It's not your fault if we have defective plumbing.
And yet, I'm the one who gets punished because I'm gonna have to square off with that annoying old witch. Courage, Elizabeth. Here we go. And hold your tongue this time.
Esta la va a distraer, ¿no?
Mrs. Donovan?
I'm busy. Elizabeth, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
At last. The missing files must be hidden here. The Stendhal syndrome. Of course. This is where Fuller found his diagnosis for Francis Sanders.
Un estudio sobre el síndrome de Stendhal, una afección psicológica especialmente poco frecuente que provoca problemas mentales por exposición a las obras de arte.
Something is wrong with these masts. It's some sort of puzzle. Something is wrong with these masts. It's some sort of puzzle.
¿Tienen que ir todas para el mismo lado? No
Sí.
sé. Ah,
Casi.
esta.
No, hay una está yendo al revés. Incluso creo que deberían ir todas para allá. A eso.
I've unlocked
Ahí va.
something. Patient files. I was right.
El siguiente está escondiendo en el despacho de Fuller en el registro de sus impresiones sobre una de las muchas sesiones de psicoanálisis a las que sometió Sarah Hawkins.
Conclusions. Session number 17.
Oh.
Patient. Sarah Hawkins. The patient appears to have finally accepted the illusory nature of what she calls the mythos. It goes without saying that his peculiar...
Why is Ethan on medication? Why does Dr. Fuller write psychological reports about Sarah Hawkins?
At first, I presumed that her blood was the key.
This finger belonged to a woman. Why keep it here?
Hawkins' abilities.
The poor souls downstairs are not Fuller's only subjects.
Then James came, irate that Charles was keeping secrets from him. I presume that he will try to break into the basement sooner or later. I am prepared.
Hawkins, Fitzroy, and Fuller. What is the connection between these three?
It is fortunate that I had the presence of mind to take them all in the basement. When all the fuss about the Hawkins incident finally comes to an end, I will dispose of her belongings. In the meantime, they must remain hidden in plain sight.
Plena vista.
Of course. Sarah Hawkins is the connection. I must go back to the basement.
Mira el sótano.
I should go another way.
Esto, ¿eh?
Sí.
Holy fuck.
Ah, now that's the Marie that I know. I knew I could count on your scientific curiosity. It's time to show you what you were so eager to discover.
Parece que está mal, ¿no?
Maybe. ¿O no?
If you're gonna shoot me, at least have the decency to look me in the eyes.
Turn around.
What?
Slowly.
El dueño de la librería.
Talk,
Supongo.
filthy thief. Oh, I swear I'll shoot.
Take a minute to look around. Everything points to Charles Hawkins.
He's dead.
No. He was here for a very specific item.
Oh, no.
The book. Why was it in the safe?
Have you read it?
Answer the question.
How foolish of you. Now you won't be able to escape his will. What did it show you?
She went into Fuller's office. She was looking for Sarah Hawkins' corpse.
Sarah Hawkins, you say? Let's go back to the start, shall we? Whose life did the Necronomicon choose to show you?
Dr. Colton. She was at the Riverside Institute. She's in danger. I have to go.
Wait! No one knows the occult better than me. You might need my help.
Bueno.
Bueno, sí.
All right. All right. I might need you after all.
Perfect.
Esto afectará tu
Let's
destino.
meet later at the Hawkins mansion. Now go! Rescue the doctor!
Thank you, Drake.
Bueno, terminamos capítulo 8. El libro proyecta a Pierce en el cuerpo de la doctora Colden, el detective impotente. Es testigo de la investigación de la amiga de Bradley. La doctora sospecha de los experimentos de Fuller. Se cuela en su consulta y descubre que el director del Instituto Riverside oculta información sobre Sarah Hawkins y probablemente su cuerpo, pero Fuller la sorprende con las manos en la masa. Pierce debe rescatarla antes de que sea demasiado tarde. Ahí está, bien. Bueno, gente, hasta acá llegamos. Espero les haya gustado este capítulo. Fue mucho más... Este fue bastante tranquilo, era más investigación y otra cosa.
Sí.
Nada más, espero que les haya gustado. Un lindo like, no les cuesta nada y a mí me ayudan un montón. Como siempre digo, es un segundo de su tiempo y a mí me ayudan muchísimo. Si te gusta mi contenido, te invito a que te suscribas. Y nada más, nos vemos en el próximo capítulo, el capítulo 9 de este Call of Cthulhu. Chao.